Namaste guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Vikas Chandra Pedridla. Let's get into your reading for the month of September 2021 for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter signs for the sign of Gemini, which is the hands. So after Aries the head, the Taurus the throat, next comes the hands, which is Gemini, which is Mercury. And Mercury is all about communication, and that's the reason why your hands can communicate a lot. Okay, so not only the voice, if you just do a speech without any hand movement, you can communicate, but to be a even better communicator, you need to use your Mercury hands. Okay, so let's get into the reading, guys. Let's get into the spread with the golden dawn spread. So I'm using the Thought Tarot by Aleister Crowley. Also the spread is called the Golden Dawn spread by Aleister Crowley. You can see the timestamps below in the description box. So with the Golden Dawn spread, we have 3 cards in the center, and this represents your situation. On the right hand side, this side, upcoming 3 cards will be your current path. On the left side, upcoming 3 cards on the left hand side will be your alternate path, what you can alternately do other than your current path. On the bottom left corner over here in the spread, we have psychological basis, meaning what is running in the background. This is represented as karma. This is something that you cannot change or undo, you have to definitely go through. So there are 15 cards in this spread. Each pile consists of 3 cards, hence there are 5 piles. So current, as I said, will tell you about your current path, where you're going. Alternate will tell you what you can alternately do other than your current. Psychological basis is what is running in the background, meaning what is running in the background in your situation. This will tell you. Karma is nothing but destiny. You have to go through it. Destiny is something that you cannot change, and this is at the last. We have to analyze it the last. So this is the Golden Dawn spread as a face down. Now let's face up the cards and see what we actually have. So in the center of the reading, what do we have is art, the major arcana. Next to that we have the Aeon, which is also major arcana. Finishing off, we got another major arcana, which is the Tower. So I'll get into the meanings in the reading, but let's face up all the cards and see what we have. Moving on to the current path, we started off with Queen of Wands, which is a court card. In the alternate path, we started off with the Priestess. In the psychological basis, we started off with Fertility, which is 7 of Swords. And in the karma, we started off with Victory, which is 6 of Wands. Moving on, current path, we have 5 of Discs or 5 of Pentacles. You can see in Thought Tarot it is 5 of Discs, which is worry. In the alternate path, we got Queen of Swords, psychological basis, interference. In the karma, we got the Emperor, major arcana. Finishing off with the current path, we got Prudence, 8 of Discs. Finishing off with alternate path, we got Dominion, 2 of Wands. Finishing off with psychological basis, we have 6 of Cups, which is pleasure. Finishing off with karma, we got happiness, which is 9 of Cups. So the spread is finished, guys. We can start with the reading. Alright guys, welcome back. So in this situation, we have the Aeon, Art and the Tower. And as I said, all 3 are major arcanas, and coming like this kind of energy in the situation for you, this month is very important. This month is very significant for you, Gemini. And when I said Mercury, it is also the representation of creativity and communication. You can see both creativity, communication are represented with the Aeon and Art card. So the creativity is with the art, and in this perspective, Gemini, I feel in order to create this creativity, you need to really invest something that you already have into something to create something. So in order for the creativity to generate, you need to definitely spend either money is what I feel. You need to definitely spend money in order to create creativity. And with the Aeon, I feel it's all about communication. You can see he is holding his lip in his hand in his lip, on his lip, and the Egyptian figure over here represents knowledge, ancient knowledge, and Aeon is all about ancient things. And in order to create this, you can see a few beings over here. These are actually creations, okay? And in order to create this creativity, it's all about analyzing how you want to communicate, okay? How you would like to communicate. At the same time, that knowledge is definitely required in order to generate creativity. But the main thing that I would like to say is you need to definitely use money in order to create this creativity with this kind of energy. And with the Tower, of course, you're trying to analyze, if I invest X amount of money, will I get that return back in a better way? With the work that I do, and with the amount I invest in, with the time I invest in, and everything that you do, will I get the reward back, or will it be will it not turn out good? Will it turn out good? This is represented by the change with the transformational card, which is the Tower card. So Tower is not that negative here in the situation, but you're trying to analyze whether it's going to turn out good, whether it's not going to turn out bad, and you're just analyzing. But in this situation, you know that you need to have some kind of knowledge on about how you would like to communicate with your creativity. But the aspect of here is you need to definitely spend some money in order to create this creativity. You can see the pentacle over here, these circles over here in the heart. These are the pentacles that this person has saved deeply in his heart, because when it is in the heart, when it is connected to the heart and is placed in the heart, this is something that the money is being saved for a long term. And it is also saved with the intention that it can definitely help in the future in a very better way. So that kind of energy. So getting into the current path, we got Queen of Wands, which is a court card, 5 of Discs, which is worry, and 8 of Discs, which is prudence. And surprisingly, we got prudence at the last. I feel like with the Queen of Wands in the first and prudence at the last, and worry in the center, I feel you are actually not focused much on other people. You're just focusing on yourself. You're definitely looking forward into your life. Definitely you're looking way beyond, far future, you could say. That's the word. With the Queen of Wands energy, you're focusing on yourself. You're not really worrying about other people, meaning it could be different things for different people, but you're more this is a very good way, I believe, in order to put words like this. I feel you're more concentrated on your life because you want to achieve something, and you're putting your energy into yourself, into making things right, in setting the foundation and direction where you can follow and make things right. So you're putting a lot of concentration into yourself, into your life. Okay, I think that's a better way to analyze. And the Leopard over here, of course, you might be taking help from other people, but it also suggests that you are definitely looking to the far future. You can see Leopard actually sees long distances, far distances. So you're actually looking far into the future. Sometimes it could be unnecessary to analyze in the present moment, because it is way beyond, it is far future, but you're definitely doing that, which is very advanced thing. And with the worry card, this is nothing but with regards to other people, not in your life. That's why worry came next to that. And with the prudence card, because I've seen prudence coming out with few other zodiac signs, and that's why I could analyze. You're actually, and with the Queen of Wands energy, you're more. Then I made the prediction that surely you are more concentrated in with regards to your life and what direction you need to go. And it's all about the preparation, is what I feel. With the leopard, you can see it doesn't run unless it knows it has to run very badly. It's like it tries to prepare itself to run. Okay, that's how cheetah or leopard usually do. Because a lot of energy is being involved in just sprinting, and before it sprints, it just analyzes things a lot, things deep, things sees far, analyzes, and then prepare itself and then sprint. I feel like this is what you're doing. You want to set the foundation, you want to set the direction, and there should be no situations where things arise unexpectedly. Everything should be as planned, everything should be logical, and whatever comes up also, it should be well prepared. Okay, and because I feel you want to go fast, and in order to go fast, you need to just take a while for some time, do the planning, and then go fast. And that's what you're doing. It's all about the preparation that you're doing. And because this is required, time is required, and a lot of effort is required, and this is the reason why you want to put all your energy and concentration in your life. And this is what I feel. So moving on into the alternate path, what you can alternately do. We got Two of Wands, Dominion, Queen of Swords, Court card, and the Priestess, Major Arcana. So I feel in the alternate path, universe is saying that if you feel with this Queen of Swords energy and Dominion, we'll get into the Priestess, but Dominion and Queen of Swords, this is what it is saying. It is that if you want to just concentrate on yourself, go ahead and do that. But at the same time, be open. Just be open with the Dominion card. Just be open to receiving messages from people or connecting with people. But since you want to concentrate on yourself, you can do it this way at the same time. You can not let people that easily. You take your time and don't let people easily into your life, or communicate with people, or let people communicate to you that easily. Try to create some kind of boundary. Try to ask few questions and then allow, because Queen of Swords is all about that. She doesn't want to allow everyone to come into their life. She creates some kind of boundary. So you can definitely feel free to create some kind of boundary, but don't block yourself from people. That is what universe is saying. Be open at the same time. If you want to concentrate on yourself, just create some kind of boundary, create some space, is what I feel. And with the Priestess card, but whatever you do, when you're in the zone of yourself, try to use that time efficiently, and universe will definitely guide you. That is what it is telling. Have faith and move, and try to be effective whenever you are with yourself, and universe will definitely help you and give you a lot of abundance. That is what universe is saying. That is an alternate path. So you need to have a lot of faith in this situation, because doing things alone can be little hard, and a lot of belief should be there. And this is some kind of energy that I'm just sensing. So just check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter signs for in-depth reading, but this is something that I'm just sensing. If people, you are watching this, and if you are involved into a growth mindset, and this growth should happen individually and alone, doing it alone, then definitely have faith in the situation, have faith in God, have faith in whatever knowledge you have. It's gonna definitely compound, and you're gonna attract the things that you like, everything. In the psychological basis, we got 6 of Cups pleasure, 8 of Swords interference, and 7 of Swords fertility. So yeah, in the background with the interference card, there will be situations where you'll come across there is interference, because I feel you're looking far into the future. Definitely there will be some obstacles. Okay, if you're looking into the near future, then there are very likely chances that there will be obstacles. But if you're looking into the far future, definitely there will be obstacles, and this is a reason for you to learn and grow. And it's almost like the sword has to, in order for the sword to be sharp, it has to be adjusted and calibrated here and there equally, and a perfect sword is made. Or else if the sword is not made properly, the functionality of it won't be right. I feel these interferences and these swords will come along just to make the sword sharp. And it's all about the intellectual power, and you don't want to lack anything behind. As you move forward, there is an interference, you try to learn from that, and that whenever that knowledge is going to come with the Jupiter energy over here. That is the reason why they included Jupiter energy over here. That's because of the knowledge, and the moon energy over here. It's all about the mind. And with the pleasure card, yeah, you will be happy. With the Sun card over here, especially on the pleasure, you'll be happy, and unexpectedly in the middle there'll be interference, and this can create a little uncomfortability, things like that. But you don't have to stop. You can see we got 7, 8 and 6, 8 and 7. So if you look at it, 8 is coming before. So it is actually preparing you. That's it. So if not that, it would have been 6, 7 and 8. Now we got 6, 8 and 7. So exactly in the 8th card is interference. You can see the interference actually interfering in the middle to make you aware of few things and learn from that. It's all about learning and analyzing. And you probably would have known that in order to create this discipline, you need to get adjusted with that Saturn energy, and that is why you got discipline zodiac sign Aquarius. It's all about the discipline and learning, and that's the Saturn. That's what Saturn does. In karma, we got victory, 6 of Wands, the Emperor, major arcana, happiness, 6 of Cups. So I feel your karma is to actually get the victory. That is the main priority. But secondly, also to not lose the connections that you have, to maintain the connections, to maintain the bond. Your first priority is to actually get the victory, 6 of Wands. This is the main priority right now, your karma. Secondly, and you're working on that, and it will definitely happen because it is appeared in the karma. Secondly, it's that because these two cards have come out in the previous readings for other zodiac signs also, you can see your karma is to actually not only get the victory, but secondly also to maintain the bond, and it is for the happiness. It is for you to be happy long term. Even Emperor is also like stable energy long term. It's almost like Taurus energy, but it is stable. It is because there is a lot of fire, it has become fire element. But Emperor also is long term. And you can see in the Wild Unknown, which I had before, in the before cards, Emperor, you can see the tree, you can see the roots of the tree, and that's what is Emperor, fixed. It's almost like Taurus but fire energy. And this is because of your happiness. Every tree contributes happiness. It's the same way, because it is fixed, it is stable. So this is the karma. You can see again the same Jupiter energy over here playing out, and you can see the scenario how it is beautifully represented. It is all indigo color, both are indigos. even this you could say, but it is of lighter color. But this interference is giving you happiness, and this because it's the same color. And you can see violet is always represented as a royal color. At that time, kings used to get this color, purple color, because it represents royal, and only that particular dye used to be afforded by the kings. It was very expensive, so only kings and royal people used to have this color olden times. And you can see the same Jupiter energy with the interference it has in the happiness also, and it's bringing you that. And you can see 8 and 9 also, it is incrementing. So that's the reason you got 6, 8, 7, and this 8 is becoming it is coming before, because you have to reach to the 9. So this all might be coincidental, but coming 6 year and coming 6 year is not coincident. Okay, so there will be confirmations also every time. If you look into tarot, you get a particular meaning from synergies or synastry. When you're doing that, there will be another aspect of synastry which will actually confirm that whatever you are analyzing is as it is, because there will be a lot of things and it might seem very arbitrary. So whatever we feel might be connected may not be connected also. In that case, we have to look into another aspect that actually confirms that whatever we are thinking is true, and I can see it playing out. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Gemini, until then I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you want to get a personal reading from me, you can check out my business card. I offer services for tarot reading, astrological reading, life coaching, daily readings, and all the price ranges including my social media links is mentioned respectively. You can contact me and I'll reach out to you as soon as possible. Also, if you like to get to understand how tarot works, or if you want to become a tarot card reader, you can check out my video on how tarot cards work. It's the latest video. You can check out my playlist, special videos, or you can just scroll back to my recent videos, you'll find it, or you can just click on this eye icon there, you'll find there. And yeah, thank you guys for so much support. Thanks for watching. Stay subscribed if you haven't yet. Click on the bell icon to get notified. And yeah, until then I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.